trial. And they're not allowing any cameras into the courtroom for this. Unfortunately, I was really hoping I could watch it on TV. I have a thing with watching trials, even going back to the OJ Simpson thing. But Diddy, man, he so a lot of the evidence that we have been privy to being on the outside is not going to be admissible in court. I think I'm using the correct word.
Yeah.
So the word on the street, what I'm hearing is it's looking really, really good for Diddy. You know, he may be a freaky son of a gun. You know, he may be running with the rainbow flag crew, which is no problem with that. Do your thing. You know, he may, and we know he puts his hands on women. There's other things, but a lot of the stuff is going to be left out. But we talked about Diddy throughout the year when this happened. What are your thoughts now going into this trial?
You know, man, this I'm never surprised at what happens in this country at this stage in the game. You know, I never thought we'd have a president we have right now, but folks with enough money can pretty much do what the hell they want to, and that's just a game we playing these days, Doc. That's the monopoly game we playing. So ain't no telling, dude. I mean, I'd have bet the farm on a lot of things, and if I did, I'd be a homeless ass right now. So you never know. I just saw a post right before the show started about how he allegedly had Cassie do some implants and then didn't like him and made the doctor take him right out. No waiting, no time, you know, just snatched him right back out. And, you know, stuff like that. And the doctor come up missing, you know, doctor ain't here no more. I think I think when Al be sure get to talking, I think things may change significantly. Because, dude, you know, man, come on, man. It's so many people in his circle has just had random acts of death. Just random acts of death, dude. And, you know, as somebody who's been on the hip hop scene in California, we haven't had that kind of loss overall. This guy at one label had multiple people, just young people, just bam, 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 bam. Heavy D, his Andre Harrell, his baby mama, Kim Porter. I'll be sure damn near died. You know, you know, folks that was supposed to be his people, up close and personal, that know real things. Just, hey man, you know what? I can't do it no more. I'm out of here. But for whatever reason, and I just think that's very suspicious. You know, you got gangster labels out here, man. You expect people with gangster labels for people to check out. All right, that's the game they play. But this Big Boy, Bad Boy is not a gangster rap label. For the most part, they do some gangster shit, but they're not supposed to be a gangster rap label. But, you know, either they got the worst eating habits in the world, or they just some bad luck brothers, or somebody's making some strings happen. I'm betting on the latter.
I got to roll with you. Now, speaking of that, it's almost like you took the words out of my mouth. Biggie Small's birthday, him and I share the same birthday. You and Pac share the same birthday. Gemini season is almost in full effect, so we got to get ready. But Biggie's birthday's coming up. Yes, sir. I would love to know, you know, in hindsight, even going back to when you first heard of the whole situation with Biggie and Tupac, and did you ever think that Diddy had any involvement then, and do you think he has any now?
I was suspicious of it, man. It was too much going on, dude. You know, people ask, man, why did you just back up out the game? Dude, the game got so messed up. It wasn't about the music anymore. The music got replaced with bullshit. You know, and dude, being an older dude, I'm like, I don't need this right here to get no money. I had option. It wasn't like I was so attracted to it. I was sprung on the whole lifestyle, so I was able to do other shit. And you know, you never know what's going on, man. But it just seems like everybody was trying to one up another one on their gangster level. Everybody was trying to one up somebody else when it came to doing gangster moves. And I had my suspicions. I'm gonna put it like that. As my daddy would say,
it's funny that you say people were trying to one up each other back then. You know.
Yeah. No, my daddy would say, you know, you shit in one hand and
what'd your daddy say?
You shit in one hand and suspect in the other. See which one fill up the fastest. Yeah, go ahead.
Love those old school sayings, man. Yeah, so, you know, speaking of one-upping people back then, you know, you had I'm not Straight Outta Compton, but F the Police was a revolutionary song. Up until then, you're like, damn, would never think of releasing a song like that. Dayton Family released a song called F the FBI, and they said they had so much shit. They basically said that the stuff that N.W.A probably dealt with, they were dealing with it on a much bigger level back then. And these are just guys from Flint, Michigan. They probably sold, I don't know, 800, 900,000 copies, maybe a million of various projects, the Dayton Family. But I just got done interviewing one of them, and he explained that to me. Yeah, going back to the one-up thing, talk to us about that, man. F the police, F the FBI. I mean, you're putting a spotlight on yourself, right?
Yeah, you definitely are, especially in times when that was not permissible, dude. You know, imagine if they did that during the J. Edgar Hoover time. They'd be down there with homeboy in what's that prison Donald Trump sending folks to?
John Gotti.
No, the one that Donald Trump is sending people to. Damn, come on, man.
Oh, El Salvador.
They've been in El Salvador. I mean, we talk about the FBI. FBI, they like the national police, and they know all your business, whether you want them to or not, and they know how to find you. And if you get on their list, you get on their shit list, you got a problem. But again, because people want that attention, they'll do shit like that. Just like homeboy, what's his name? The rapper, F. Donald Trump. Okay. You know, when he first came out the first time, he made a song called F. Donald Trump. And it's not smart career-wise, but in this age of social media, when antics get you just as much airplay as talent, why not go for it? I remember when Ice-T made that song called Cop Killer. He caught hell too.
Oh yeah.
Cop Killer. You know, that brought him a lot of hell. But again, because he was a celebrity, he ended up being a cop. He's been the longest cop on TV, to be exact. Now, how did that change your attitude?
What'd you think when that song came out, Lonzo? Cop Killer. I mean, that's a ballsy song to put out.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It was one of them songs. First of all, it was more of a punk rock song. It wasn't something we didn't hear it on K-Day. We heard about it. We didn't hear it on K-Day. And again, it seemed like something that was he explained it as being just a cut on the album. It wasn't never supposed to be no single or nothing like that. But because because of what it was about, it just blew up. And a lot of